The Great Barrier Reef is larger than the size of Japan, and the rumours are true, it is dying. But there are still some parts of the reef that are in pristine condition, and you're here because you want to know how to visit these parts of the reef on a budget. What's happening? My name's Tom Park and I'm a professional underwater photographer, and I've spent the best part of the last 3 years up on the Great Barrier Reef. And here are my top picks on how you can get the best diving on a budget. First off the bat is Falla Reef Cruises, which comes in at about $85 if you use third-party booking websites like bookme.com. The trip is geared towards snorkelers and first-timers, and the quality of the reef the boat goes to, it's alright. You get what you pay for, but at $85, this is easily one of the cheapest, best trips on the Great Barrier Reef. Next up, we have Island Diver, and I actually used to work on this boat, and the boat is almost exclusively filled with backpackers.
Happy hour prices all night, and also as it is Wednesday, it's karaoke night. Who doesn't love a bit of karaoke? Me and Tom, the photographer, are going to be doing a lovely rendition of some Nickelback, as we do every week. Hey, Nickelback is amazing.
So if you're a first timer looking for a fun day out on the reef, this is probably my pick for you. This boat specialises in first time diving, and it's almost guaranteed that you're going to see Nemo. So if you're after a good quality day and a first time dive, this is an excellent choice. The reefs that the boat goes to, again, they're okay. You get what you pay for, but it's easily good enough to wow a first timer. If you are more experienced or you have been snorkeling or diving a few times, I would recommend putting the extra $100 in to go to any of the boats that visit Millen Reef. The reef is drop dead gorgeous. It's easily some of the best diving I've ever done, and it has a wow factor that will stun even the most experienced diver. Probably my favourite trip out of Cairns is Coral Sea Dreaming, and this boat visits Millen Reef and spends the night there. Now it is a little bit more expensive than any of the previous trips I've mentioned, but it offers 2 full days and a night diving one of the best reefs that Australia has to offer. There are a few other boats that offer a similar service, but this is by far the most affordable, and the small wooden yacht that you sail on actually means you get to know all of the other guests and the crew and share your experience with them. In my opinion, this actually makes the trip far more memorable. I've been out with this operator twice and it's just phenomenal. I cannot recommend this boat enough. For those who don't have 2 days or don't have the budget for it, Passions of Paradise offers a 1-day trip to the same reef, and the diving is just as good. While you are diving the same sites as Coral Sea Dreaming, you do miss the opportunity of a morning, afternoon and night dive, which are in my opinion the 3 best dives of the day, but you still get to explore this absolutely phenomenal reef. Again, this is more expensive than the other 2 day trips we've talked about, but the diving is so next level that if you have the extra $100, I cannot recommend going to Millen Reef enough. My final option is going to cost you absolutely nothing. I mean, if your name's David Attenborough and you do have a spare $5,500 to spend on this trip, it'll cost you an arm and a leg. But for those of you who don't have the money and are willing to volunteer and help the crew out on small tasks around the boat, you can get yourself a spot on Mike Ball Dive Expeditions. This is a week-long trip and the customers are paying upwards of $5,500 to get on this boat. The diving, it's where all of the documentaries are filmed. It's amazing. The catch is you do have to be advanced certified or higher, but if you are, you can volunteer for this trip entirely free. I've volunteered on this boat twice now, and my God, it's insane. The quality of diving will blow your mind. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are my top picks on how you can enjoy the best parts of the Great Barrier Reef on a budget. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up and yada yada yada. I'll see you guys underwater.